Cooper Mitchell here. Happy Catterday, everybody. If you remember, about a year ago, I wanted to be a cowboy. I wanted boots and everything. One of my friends actually sent me some. I have discovered, however, back in the days of the Wild West, hygiene definitely wasn't a priority. The cowboys, townspeople, and natives alike were not the cleanest of people. Water heaters weren't common during the 1800s, so it actually took a lot of work to heat up water for baths. Most families simply bathed one right after the other, rather than go through the hassle of heating water and filling the tub numerous times. The oldest always went first, starting with the grandparents, so you can imagine how gross that water must have been. Rather than sleeping on a dirt floor, the settlers opted to make their lives just a little more comfortable by devising straw beds. While this solved the comfort issue, it quickly created multiple other issues in the form of hay-burrowing insects like lice that also enjoyed straw mattresses. And since these beds were rarely washed, homes quickly became infested with all manner of creepy crawlies who also contaminated their food. Drinkable water was not a common luxury in the age of the Old West. Most water sources were either stagnant ponds that were breeding grounds for insects and bacteria, or small rivers. But even those rivers were susceptible to contamination from things like leaking outhouses. That's another topic which I won't go into because it's totally disgusting. Rainwater collected in cisterns was the safest bet. But even that had a quick expiration date. Before women had every kind of hair care product imaginable at their disposal, keeping their hair clean wasn't exactly what you would call hygienic. Some women even went so far as to mix whiskey and castor oil to give their hair that luscious sheen, followed by a thorough rinse using either rainwater or sodium-based chemical called borax. While more well-off individuals could afford to buy high-end soap made from the yucca plant that left the skin refreshed and smooth, most people had to settle for soaps made from animal fat. These soaps were quite harsh and abrasive and often would leave the skin feeling dry and irritated. Without proper soaps that actually clean and sanitize, body odor quickly became a rampant issue. Imagine living back then. I'm not so sure I really want to be a cowboy anymore. Well, at least not in the old Wild West, that is. If it was so dirty in the Wild West, I don't know why they didn't lick themselves clean like I do. Tomorrow, I'll give you the latest update on Matilda and Nelson, Susie the Squirrel's cousins from the UK, arriving in our country tonight. So, stay tuned for that. Cooper Muncher here. Ciao.